Please rectify, I will fast for Wednesdays. 5 Wednesdays to you. It didn't work. I switch. No, I go to Shiva temple. 5 Mondays. Definitely with Abhishek. Milk Abhishek I do. Didn't work. Switch. This time, Ammavaru temple. Devis. Fridays. Applications. She will think, okay, at least I will guide him to the doctor. You will get some reference. Right? Fridays also need to work. Switch. Saturdays. Hanuman. So basically, why are we shifting? Do you understand? Because we have hopes. Right? You and I have to understand. These hopes we have developed. It didn't come. Did you give me hope? Tomorrow you tell me, go to temple, it will be done. Can you tell that? We were. So likewise, why am I connecting this to this particular concept is that you play a very important role. God has only given the physical body to us. Okay? Now after the baby is born, God says, okay, ma'am, what is your good name? Jyoti. Today is he only focusing on Jyoti. Chal, let me make Jyoti today. Is he doing that? Yes or no? Then what is he doing? In 1 day's time. Sabka matlab sabka general नको दो. Specifically tell me what does he do? See, I don't have time, so if you don't answer, I will only have to answer. But if you don't answer, I will feel that you are a half. अरे God क्या क्या बना रहा है भाई? हाँ? Animals, birds, creepy crawlies, insects, coronavirus, this virus, that, fever, that, throat. Am I right? It's always been given by him only. He is only creating everything. Am I right? Human babies, elephant babies, X, Y, Z, plants, trees, all living things. Right? So when he's doing it, small mistakes even he can do. Yes? But we don't spare it. Trust me, we curse them. Why to me only did this? Why? We never know why he did with us. But he has also given us the options, the alternatives. Am I right? Yes, to correct ourselves, to work, right? To research. Who is going to do the research if we are only not doing it? See, if you have a problem, will you stop here only? First, you will try to find out what is the problem. After that, you will try to work. What are the alternatives I have? Well, Ganesha will help, Shiva will help. In all of that, one person helped you. It's still not over. Then you will try to get into detailing of. Am I right? You will try to find out what, how, where, when. For example, I tell you that, see, ma'am, if you want to really look young, you have to eat aloe vera. Trust me, none of us can eat. But the people who really want to eat, look really young, they don't mind eating it. Am I right or wrong? Understood? So the idea here is, why am I telling you this is, that when we are dealing with the small children, we are forgetting what is our role. God says, okay, when the baby is born, he will say, take care, I will come back. So he deployed his assistants, like doctors, like X-ray machines, MRIs. Now there are many others. These are all assistants of doctors only, because you know that there is a problem. It can be that cured or not. With those machines only will come to me. Am I right? One small mistake also we are not ready to spare. After 1.5 years, the parents are tired. Ma, thank you so much. Please come into action. We are done. And they hand over the child to the God. Who is that God? Abba. Love you all for that. So what is your role? Teacher. And which temple are they handing over the child? Little louder, please. And what is your role? So one small mistake, the creation who does is only not accepted. One small information which you are not imparting right, is it right? Will you take it? If something is taught wrong to your child, will you take it? Understood what is your role? Whatever you do, you have to justify. It should be dealt with a reason. Am I clear? Understood the seriousness of the concept? Right? It is not that you are here to only follow the instructions of the management, follow the instructions of the peer group, peer colleagues, follow the instructions of the children. What are you doing? You are clueless. So your role is, that is the reason I spoke about the 5 domains. So your role is not that you come here, spend time with the child, dance with the child and go. No. As a teacher, you are accountable. You are responsible for all the actions, whatever we have spoken, the 5 domains. If you see, most of the time, the children are attempting suicide. Why? Same problem. Social skills are not developed. They are not ready to accept their emotions. Lot of learning gaps. After Corona, you see the child forgot to sit only. Now you sit like this. Right? It's not easy for the child. Trust me, 2 years. You and I could not survive 2 years under one roof with one person. Am I right or wrong? Right? It took time. Right? So this here you have to understand that when you want everything to be the best, you have to be the best. Am I clear? Next slide. So teaching is divine. That is why I'm telling you, you all are God. Be responsible for your actions. Be responsible of your ownership of doing it. And not only doing it, but doing it with understanding. You should know why are you doing that activity. Most of the time, we teachers take away the opportunities. Now, activities, do it, do it. The child has to do. When you understand that the parent is doing the homework, don't you know that the parent will understand that this activity is not by my child? You forget that. Likewise, they also forget that. Teacher will see 40 books, what will she show you? I will do the work today. Am I right? Yes or no? So give the freedom for them to learn, to explore. Okay? So, previous slide. Now, what exactly? Teaching is divine, everybody accepts? Not like this, bhai, I want energetic, yes. Thank you. Next, play-based learning. We all went to schools, right? Remember that we were writing, the teacher used to write something on the board and suddenly the other teacher, she comes and rubs the wood. And we're like, teacher, remember? What were we doing that time? See, I am very, very specific, loud and clear you have to say. What were we doing? What did we do, ma'am? Louder. And why so slowly? Copying. Be proud copies, which we are. Okay? Now, there was a homework also. Remember? What was the homework? What is it you are doing? Copy. Loved it. Right? Now we also have to workbooks. Answer the mathematicians. What is such a good children you all are? We only copied, which this generation doesn't want to do. And that is the reason you see that different type of learners have different type of understanding about the concept. And somewhere that gap gets more wider and wider. Write 10 times. Remember writing 10 times? How many of you wrote 10 times? You didn't write 10 times? Nothing you wrote 10 times? In your school days? Not now. And I see, if I don't see the hands, I'm going to come to them only first. So you better raise your hands. Not at all like that. Wrote a take one task. Now you have to write your names 10 times in the book, but the condition is like a child. Okay? So let me see how many of you have child in you and how many of you are retired. So once you are done, let me know. Write your names, because if I tell you, then everybody will write it. Aarti is retired. Right. क्या नाम है मैम आपका? महालक्ष्मी. Mahalakshmi ma'am retired. What is your name? Swapna ma'am retired. हाँ done. कौन done? You retired. Ma'am Aarti ma'am you retired. Done. So retired. Sorry. See, I told you what I want. I told you have to write it like a child. Retired. Retired, ma'am. Retired. No, but last time I don't want you write it like that. No, but write like a child. Retired. 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 Show me. Retired. 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 I don't have a kid. Oh no. 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 सब लोग ओल्ड हो गए. You have to relive your childhood. ना ठीक है. I will tell you. Anybody wants to try on the board? Like a child, I'm telling you again. Those who feel that you still have a child in you can only come here. No. But my one or two can. Ma'am, where's the marker? ठीक है. Anita. That's it. 10 times. Huh? Pata, you know what? You all, I didn't expect this from you all. I'm disappointed. Actually, you have forgotten. Ma'am, retire, ma'am. See, I will tell you. Now, the thing is that I don't have time. Otherwise, I would have loved to give you the time. Okay, chance. So, my name. Nobody wrote like this. No, I came to you. Huh? Who wrote like this? My point here is whether I'm not talking about the children. I asked you that how many of you could do it. You did it. Give a big round of applause to ma'am. You did it. Big round of applause. So that means they are still, you also did it. You have a small child in you. Trust me. When we are trying to talk this, we are actually not realizing. As a teacher, that time, my objective was, why did I make you write 10 times? Objective as a teacher was that the child should learn the spelling. Right? Did they learn? They wrote like this. On top of that, I'm a teacher, beautiful teacher, rocking star. So what did I do? One smiley. Huh? And then very good. But objective gone. Am I right or wrong? Now this is what these children are not ready for. They don't want to learn like us. Right or wrong? Right or wrong? How many of you remember Twinkle Twinkle Little Star? Sing. Arey, pre-primary. Now see, this is a rhyme every one of us have learned and taught also, but not like this. I want it to be done the way it is taught in the class. So I don't want any books in your hands for some time. Stand. Beautiful. So now we will change the rhyme. Okay. Now we will do bits of paper. Bits of paper lying on the floor, lying on the floor. Make your make a pick them up, pick them up. Pick them up, bus. मैं तो what did I do? I'll tell you first thing. Now we are teaching a very important life skill to the child. Okay. Firstly, your emotions are not matching. No voice modulation. Huh? And what is that we are heading? Very important. As a pre-primary teacher, you should know what exactly you are heading for. Why are you teaching these things in the form of a rhyme or a story? Why is that you have to tell all these things to the child in a way of rhyme? Why not directly? ऐसा है कचरा मत करो. That also is done, right? Why are we teaching in the form of a rhyme and a story? See, again, connect to classroom management. These children don't understand straight words. Secondly, as teachers, I will sing this rhyme for you. Everybody will follow me. Am I clear? Bits of paper. Bits of paper. Bits of paper. Bits of paper. Lying on the floor. Lying on the floor. Lying on the floor. Makes the place untidy. Makes the place untidy. Pick them up. Pick them up. Pick them up. After picking them up, the rhyme is incomplete because there is no life. Put it in the bin. Put it in the trash. Put it in the dustbin. Your convenience, whatever you want. But as teachers, you have to complete the concept. Okay? So what if the line is not there, the child has learned? Am I right? Now, how is it connected to classroom management? When you as a teacher are involving the child in every type of learning with expression, emotions, hands, gross motor, fine motor, then your class is nowhere. They don't get the chance to disturb, to bite, to pinch. You have to ensure both the hands are engaged, both the legs are engaged. And that is the reason at pre-primary, their fine motor and gross motor are very high. So, structured movements. Why the children come to school? Because of the structured movements. At home, they will go on one leg and then sofa, hush. But in school, can they do that?
No. So in school, what are we teaching them? You have to walk slowly, wait for your turn, and sit down. Sit down, please. Understood? So here the idea is not to teach or preach them. The concept should be complete. Your voice modulation, your expressions, your emotions matters. When everything as a teacher you are intact and you don't have to manage, please forget about managing. You have to run the class. And that also with proper engagements. Am I clear? Now, professionalism. Please, all of you have to read this. What is professionalism? Now, Ray, this child is crying from morning. Mera bhi sar dukh raha. You do this? Yes, you do it because there are children who cry for 3 months. There are children who will settle in one day. The children who settle in one day, they will show you the colors later. Picture to abhi baki hai mere dost. The child who cries and settles no will be settled throughout. He will take only the initial years or initial time for adjustment. But the child who adjusts in the day one, he will give you the good fight. Am I clear? Next, what kind of... Now you decide. You want to run slowly, fast, finish everything now only. You decide. So you are the champion. Okay. So what? Now if you see when you are trying to call a guest, okay, like ma'am is coming to your house, what will you do? Whatever is there, okay, I only have aloo, I'll make aloo and give. Will you do that? What will you do? Now every time you keep testing. By that time you are half done. Am I right or wrong? But why are you doing this? But ma'am doesn't know what is the taste of your dish, no? Understood? Here your idea is that you will set your standards. You will understand that how much am I giving it to this child? How much I want to do this for this child? Because the child is clueless, like ma'am is clueless what you're going to do. You don't mind preparing extra dish for her. She will come eat the same way the way she eats every day. Am I right? But standards are fixed by... And who is testing it every time? Understood? This is what you have to understand. It is not that you come here to teach. No. You are here as a divine professional. You are here as a professional to enhance their skills. And when you do it, everything is related to everyday's task and every minute's task. And that is how your classroom is in control. You don't have to look out. This child is behaving wrong. Why? You should know that why. Am I right? Agreed, everybody? The next one. Now, time management is something very, very important. See, I got a stipulated time, so that is the reason I'm not able to tell you many things which I have still here. But I'm trying to tell you the important things. Am I right? So I'm trying to make you realize, make you understand. Am I doing it? Are you all understanding it? Right? So this is what I want. If I start looking at my watch, trust me, whatever I want to tell you, it will not reach you. Yes. Am I right? Have you ever noticed that I have looked at the watch? No. Did you ever see that I'm watching the slides? This is what. Because I know what I want to tell. Because I know. I have scheduled. I have planned. I know each word. Why am I telling you? And how is it going to help you? Am I right or wrong? Right? This is the way you have to look at your classroom. You should be confident enough that what are you teaching? Why are you teaching? These two at least you should know. It is in the book, so I am teaching. It is my curriculum, so I am teaching. No. Why are we teaching? That whenever you teach something, the child should apply. Like when I'm talking about the bits of paper, that means I want the child to keep his surroundings clean. Am I right? But what does he do at home? Banana khayega, sofa pe rakhega. That means did he learn? No. While going in the corridor, whatever is in the pocket, he will throw it in the corridor. Learned. Understood? It should not be preaching. I'm clearing it again and again. It is not preaching, it is teaching. Okay? Next slide, ma'am. Now, appropriate content and pedagogy in early years. This you please go through because I will rush. You can click the pictures and later probably see what am I trying to tell. This is all we do in the school with the children. This will help you to understand that how can you focus on content and what type of pedagogy you can use. Have you heard about child-centric learning? Teacher-centric learning? Chalk and talk method? Right? Please know these things, very, very important. Next slide. Are you done with all of you? Are you done? Acha, take it. I am coming in between. I'll move. Ma'am, how much time do I have? You have to let me. This is classroom, ma'am. 15 minutes more, right?
Yeah.
For this session?
Yeah.
Done. Change. Now, very, very important. Transforming teaching pedagogy. Very, very important. So, the vocabulary which I use, teacher-centric. That means book, teacher, and children. Where the teacher doesn't know what is she teaching for. Child doesn't know what is she learning for or what is he learning. And basically, there is no understanding of what the teacher wants a child to do, which was in our days. Right? Teacher used to write 10 times, I wrote 10 times. Good. No idea. So it is not to put our teachers down, but understand now this generation is super fast. Amma, you know, there is a new Pizza Hut outside. Did you teach him Pizza Hut? Where is it? They know Domino's. They don't know how to write D, but they know Domino's. Reels. Small children. Yes or no?
Yeah.
They go to the supermarket. Did you teach how the dairy milk looks like?
No.
See, this is how dairy milk and Kinder Joy looks like. Did you ever taught?
No.
But then he gets it. How? That is a power of sight reading. Spicy, ma. Did you ever teach what is spicy?
No.
But then when you feed dal chawal, it is spicy. When they eat bahar chips and all, it is not at all spicy. Right? That day you feel ashamed. What did I make? That's so spicy food I made. You blame, you curse yourself. But it is not you. It is a child. Right? Understand that these children are super fast. When I'm saying to say super fast, these children are 21st century children. Very good. Which teachers are we then? This should be a question, right? Which teachers are we? 19th century? Huh? Where, ma'am? Trying? See, I'll tell you. When we are trying to head, that is what are we heading for is something very, very important that we should know. We are ensuring that these children are independent. That is what we are heading for end of the day. So when we are trying to deal with 21st century students, we are 22nd century teachers. Secondly, everywhere, every minute we are upskilling our teaching and learning methodologies, right? Activity-based learning. How many of you know activity-based learning? We have actually done, but none of us know that it was an art integration. Like making rangoli. If I ask you to do, it is an art integration, right? Drawing, art integration. Dancing, art integration. In our days, we wanted to dance. What did my mother tell? First, go study, finish. Now, not only part of school, but it is also part of the parent. I don't want my child to become an engineer. No. I want my child to develop skills so that he can lead independently. And that is what even the school is looking at. Am I clear? So very, very important. Transformation teaching pedagogy is very, very important to all of us. Where you and I have to transform, unlearn what we know and relearn the new things. Doable, not doable? Doable, not doable? How many of you are with doable? How many of you are with not doable? Ma'am, you are not doing, not nor you want to do, nor you are looking for doing, is it? Or you don't want to participate? How do I understand? No, you tell me. Whatever way I will take it. You only, ma'am. Behind you. You only, ma'am. You, ma'am, with specs. No, no, this ma'am. Blue dupatta, ma'am. Now you want me to come to you and tell you? No, because you understood that I am addressing it to you, but you don't want to take it. Yes, ma'am, tell me. How do you want to look at it? What was my question, ma'am? Now I forgot. What was the question? You are not here. Physically present. Today, any function, ma'am, at your place? Anniversary, birthday, your child is not well, any such type of things? Somebody is traveling, enjoying, and you are not? See, this is very, very specific question. Am I right? So you are actually, when you are preoccupied, like ma'am, then whatever I ask, you will have no answer. Sorry to take your example, ma'am, that is the truth. Likewise, when the child is not well, that day you become the cutest teacher, but the child will not respond because the child is already into medication. Likewise, today morning, mother pinch, you're not going to school. Now that impact he's carrying it. It takes time for the child to come out of these things. So the way what we are trying to understand here is requirement on the child. It matters that how we connect. Am I clear? Yeah. Next slide. No, before this. No, before this. That right. Now, very important. What is our goal? Please read it to yourself. This is what is your goal now. You as teachers, first thing is that you should have information. You should know what are you here for, what are you heading for. Next, comprehension is understanding. Am I right? Am I wrong? So doing your own R&D. Next, until unless you apply it, you never know that what are you heading for. I want to sit on this chair. What should I do? But I have to sit on the chair. The first step matters. The first step. When I step, then I know what is happening. Right? Whether I have a knee pain, whether I have to bend, whether I have to sit. What am I supposed to do? Right? That first step matters. And the last point is, okay? So am I clear till here? Next slide. Teamwork. So there is no much difference. When you say me, I, it doesn't work. I am working for you. So we includes everybody. We includes the parent, we include the teacher, we includes the peer, your colleagues, we include the students. So it is not that only I or me will work. It will only work we. And have you seen what is the difference between the picture here, me and we? It is just the reverse. So what do you think you should consider? Got it? Next. Now I have to skip this because I don't have time. Next. Next slide, ma'am. Very important. Google Insight. Most of us are not aware of what are we doing, why are we doing, how are we doing. No ways, no clues. So click. First one. So the time is gone.
is gone. For you also, for me also. Whether it is good or whether it is bad, irrespective. Right? Next. Huh? Understood? Next. Some points I will only leave it to you. You only have to read. Yes. Then click. Ma'am, click. Very important. Don't think that I will work throughout the day. One more. Next day, come to school and sleep. Like our parents do. They go to the movie. Night 12 o'clock they come. 12 o'clock they feed the child. They send them without brushing, without giving them the bath. And the child comes. And then he is also. Yes or no? So it is very, very important for all of us is to, if you want to live, you have to sleep properly. You have to drink water. Ensure that children also drinks water. Introspect. Very, very important. Understand. Have good nutrition and exercise, which I don't do. Right? So everybody has to do it. Next. Next slide. Yeah. By changing the word. Are you all ready for it? Yes. Next. No. Before this. One more. Yeah. Halt therapy. Very, very important. We are judges. We have become judges. We only do conclusions. Before you conclude, wait. Halt. Right? Before concluding anything, think 10 times before you talk to a child. What are you talking for? Why are you talking for? How should you talk? This child is Madhu. Same thing will pass on the class second. Same teacher pass it on till class 10. End of the day, you are only labeling the child. Don't do that. Next. No, that is okay. This is over already. Now it is very, very important. Education revolution. You please click the pictures. I will not, because I can't waste the time here. So we are heading for 4.0 and 2.0. Okay, so this you please understand. Are we heading for 4.0 or not? Yes. Okay? So all the best to all of you. Next. How many of you want to be outdated? I didn't see any hands. You please understand. You and I are supposed to be updated always because we are dealing with 21st century students. Next. Understood, no? So if I ask you one teacher in your lifetime, you will be able to tell. And that teacher, why will you remember that one teacher? Matters a lot. The teacher who makes difference in child's life will be remembered throughout the life. So whenever I ask you that, ma'am, do you remember your pre-primary teacher? I'm not saying I am asking. For me, I remember. But for you, class 3 teacher, class 4 teacher, class 7 teacher, class 8 teacher, it can be anybody. But not all teachers. Am I right? Yes. So this is something very, very important that we need to understand. If we were effective teachers, nobody will forget us. Whatever it might be the age. If you have grandparents, please go and ask them about one teacher in the lifetime. They will definitely be able to tell. They might be suffering from Alzheimer's, but still they will remember the teacher. That is the beauty of a teacher. Right? Next. The learning cycle. See, this also you can click the picture. First, as you teachers should explore. Next, learn how to engage. Third, experiment is not that you bring something and don't know. Experiment is that when you have plan A, plan B, plan C, plan D, plan F, plan Z, plan Z1, plan Z2, it is endless. End of the day, you should achieve your outcomes. Am I clear? Next, evaluate. Very, very important, elevate, sorry. In this elevating, that you need to enhance your skills every time. Look forward, not backward.
right? What is gone is gone. Am I right or wrong? We all wanted to become engineers. If we stand there only, do you think that we will be able to be here? This is what we are. So we have to elevate, okay? Again, explore. Next. Now this, I really want you to click the picture because I think, one more. Done? You share it among yourself in the groups. Next. This is something again you have to understand. When a class is disturbed, why are they doing it? So what exactly they want? So giving the attentions, very, very important. It can be any one of them, right? Oh man, you're so fresh. Actually, she was yawning. Right here it is written. Do the opposite. Children love corrections, right? So create opportunities for them to correct you. Not with the knowledge, but with the learning. Okay, next. So very, very important, positive and negative. Now let's see what it is. Click. Am I right? So this is for you. Next. Very, very important. Like today, whatever time we have spent, it is something plus acceptance. For some, it can be something plus non-acceptance, right? So the people who are here with something plus acceptance will definitely be using whatever they have learned today. Next. Are you seeing the transformation of the teacher? Earlier, the teacher was having this, what do I do, how do I do, and all. Now here, if you see, the children is happy, the child is happy, everybody is happy, school is happy, teachers are happy, parents are happy, children are happy. So it is all interrelated. End of the day, the main stakeholder is the child. The child should know that why are they in the school, why are they learning, what is the purpose of learning. Next. Thank you so much, everyone. So we will take the break, ma'am, for how much time? How much time? Break. Huh? 10 minutes break. Please move, shake, and come back. Yeah, that is communication. Enjoying? फोन का चला मेरा। हेलो, क्या कर रहे थे? हम्म। और मम्मी आते बोल रहे थे थोड़ी देर के लिए। मैं बोली पोस्ट लंच आ जाओ, मैं नहीं हूँ घर में। बोली तुम्हारी तबीयत ठीक नहीं है बोली। हम्म। वो प्रतीक्षा को आना बोलते हैं करते बोल रहे। बोल रहा हूँ आ जाओ बोल के, अचार भी लेके आएंगे शायद आता है तो। और तो वही बोल दो ना आने के लिए। हम्म। नहीं नहीं, अभी तो एक सेशन है, दूसरा बाकी है। बाय। हाँ माँ। अच्छा। हाँ हाँ। रमन्ना। अच्छा। पहुंच गए वरना करने बाय Why Tagarpam not well? Didn't sleep properly yesterday?
By the time we started from here, it was around 30.
Evening.
Yeah, in the evening. But cabs are clear.
Oh,
So
okay.
we stay in Sikandrabad.
अच्छा
We
अच्छा
took a
अच्छा
bus. Bus was extremely
Horrible.
crowded. The time we slept, it was way too late.
Okay.
Mali, we had to gather near the school by 8 o'clock in the morning. We have to reach by time here.
Okay, so which branch do you work in?
Gandhinagar. Gandhinagar.
Ashok Nagar, Gandhinagar.
Yes. Ashok.
अच्छा अच्छा okay.
We couldn't sleep last night.
अच्छा 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 अच्छा. So that's the reason you are with the BAM.
Yeah.
Misconception that I had thought कि चलो भैया मेरा सुन के BAM लगा रही है.
No.
So you stay where?
Around.
What about you? Master, where do you reside? Gandhinagar only. Okay. So you all came in the school bus, is it? Yeah, only. Okay.
Our plan started 2 months ago, 3 months. 3 months. So
अच्छा.
we started off with the summer camp.
Mm-hmm.
Now this is the academic year we're starting off.
Okay. So you all are ready and excited too.
Yeah, we are.
See, handling small children is not easy, I'm telling you. So the people who can handle the big children cannot handle the smaller ones. Like, if you're comfortable with the small, young age children, then you will not be comfortable with the big children.
Yes.
You have your own. So my comfort zone is basically smaller ones.
Okay.
Matlab, you give me 20, 30 also I can handle. OMG.
Now it has become a task for me to
Handle the younger ones. See, the requirements and the needs are itself different. See, when you cannot get into the dictatorship with them, you have to go down to them. So the level of understanding is so steep, I should say, that you have to, again, if you might be knowing till Z, but then you have to go to A. So, that is the difference, the huge difference.
we have to become one of them.
Yeah.
That she should be have to express in multiple ways now. That A also.
That definitely. So now that we will see in communication. So my classroom management, when they told me, was completely a different objective. You might have not attended this type of a session before, definitely.
Yes.
Because the lookout is not that I want you to manage. The lookout is that you should be able to understand what exactly is expected out of you.
Yes.
It's like your management, everybody will do it. This is not their okay manage. That is not their manage. Management, everybody can do. Substitution, everybody can do. But we don't do management, right? We are much, much steeper, much deeper. So that is the reason you will see that there is something which was not going with the topic, but it was a topic.
Exactly. You're saying you should not manage, but then you should manage. You're saying you should not do that, but then ultimately you're telling me to do
You
that.
should. That is the acceptance, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So the realization is something which we have to be keen in. The realization of why am I here? See, if all the audience are looking at me, that means I'm doing good management. When I'm engaging each one of you, that means I'm doing good management. When I'm actually making 80% of you to realize that, yeah, this is something we have not done, that means I'm doing good management.
Yes.
So this is not the concept, but the depth.
Exactly.
That has to be comprehended, right? Like for example, most of the time now we are going to do that. How are we going to do it? That is again a different task. See, at all levels, the requirements are different. That as a teacher, you should know. See, as an individual, you don't do it's okay. Nobody will ask you. As human being, we can do mistakes, many, n number of mistakes, which are acceptable, not acceptable. That all is fine. But as a teacher, once you do the mistake, you will be pulled. And this generation is such a life that they will comment on everything. They will check your understanding first and then learn. You, for example, I don't know whether you're married.
I am.
You have a kid?
No, I don't know.
You are married? You have a kid? You give dosha to her in the morning. Second meal, you give her dosha. She will throw it on your face. So we, for us, morning the food was cooked. Same morning, same afternoon. Till that food is finished, we never used to get a change. So now who tell me who is transforming? Ma'am, please call them, no, because again the time is constraint. So end of the day, that matters, that realization matters. So my objective is not to make you all go through something which is the same. The lookout should be different. You should think out of the box, which I hope I did.
You did. You did. You did.
Did I make you all think out of the box?
Yes.
No? You are in the box or outside the box? Huh? Second one. That's smart. Ah, I know, she told me that. Everybody here? So I think before we get into the recording, I wanted to conclude few things with you all. See, the thing is that everybody wants comfort zone. You and I also. Like for example, these teachers who sitting in the front said that they are from Padmarao Nagar. What if I put them that, ma'am, from tomorrow you have to report here only? You will do it. You might be the old teachers, but still you will have your own lines. Am I right? So this is something which we have to understand, that for a child to develop all the 5 domains, first thing is that you have to start getting discomfortable. I will sit only and do. It's not going to work with you. Do not follow the same way of learning which we have done. We have done a learning which had no meaning. We are definitely using that knowledge. I'm not saying or not I'm trying to put my teachers down. I'm a very proud student of my teachers, whatever they might have taught me. But there was a gap. And the gap is that my teachers only knew the textbooks. You and I, we have many resources. There are many activities which we are doing, many transformations which we are doing. But somewhere we are not ready to accept. So the first step all of you have to do is get out of your comfort zone so that children are benefited to the full. Everything you should know why are you doing it. Ma'am, can we start? Or the person has to come? We can start? I think the ma'am has to come, right? Yeah, 2, 3 people are there to come. No, she has to change this